Now a very important second phase of the aftermath of the Mueller drama is about to begin, as Attorney General William Barr, Department of Justice Inspector General Michael Horowitz and Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham put the Russia collusion investigators under investigation. Their work will be, and must be, far more than just a political boomerang. It must answer whether the FBI was warranted in using the most awesome powers in the U.S. intelligence arsenal to spy on Donald Trump's campaign. Investigators must determine whether the Bureau improperly colluded with paid agents of Democratic rival Hillary Clinton's campaign Fusion GPS and its British operative, Christopher Steele, and then tried to hide those political ties and other evidence from the nation's secret intelligence court. Obama himself, Hillary, James Comey, Andrew McCabe and Peter Strzok, or Obama-era intelligence bosses John Brennan and James Clapper, will have to answer for their actions. The process of meting out accountability has begun. And President Trump reportedly is readying an order to declassify 5 key buckets of documents on alleged FBI abuses. These 10 questions are the most important to be answered in the forthcoming probes. 1. When did the FBI first learn that Steele's dossier was funded by the Clinton campaign and the Democratic Party and written by a partisan, by his own admission, was desperate to defeat Trump? 2. How much evidence of innocence did the FBI possess against 2 of its early targets, Trump campaign advisors George Papadopoulos and Carter Page? 3. Why was the Steele dossier used as primary evidence in the FISA warrant against Page when it had not been corroborated? 4. Why were Steele's biases and his ties to the Clinton campaign as well as evidence of innocence and flaws in the FISA evidence never disclosed to the FISA court, as required by law and court practice? 5. Why did FBI and U.S. intelligence officials leak stories about evidence in the emerging Russia probe before they corroborated collusion, and were any of those leaks designed to create evidence that could be cited in the courts of law and public opinion to justify the continuation of a flawed investigation? 6. Did Comey improperly handle classified information when he distributed memos of his private conversations with Trump to his lawyers and a friend and ordered a leak that he hoped would cause the appointment of a special counsel after his firing as FBI director? 7. Did the CIA, FBI, or Obama White House engage in activities such as the activation of intelligence sources or electronic surveillance before the opening of an official counterintelligence investigation against the Trump campaign on July 31, 2016? 8. Did U.S. intelligence, the FBI, or the Obama administration use or encourage friendly spy agencies in Great Britain, Australia, Ukraine, Italy or elsewhere to gather evidence on the Trump campaign, leak evidence, or get around U.S. restrictions on spying on Americans? 9. Did the CIA or Obama intelligence apparatus try to lure or pressure the FBI into opening a Trump collusion probe or acknowledge its existence before the election? 10. Did any FBI agents, intelligence officials, or other key players in the probe provide false testimony to Congress? If Barr, Horowitz, and Graham can answer these questions and release the still secret evidence underlying their conclusions, Americans finally will have the wherewithal to answer the most troubling of all the questions raised about the Russia collusion narrative. Was this a case of bureaucratic bungling, or an intentional effort to use the U.S. intelligence community for a political dirty trick aimed at defeating Trump at the polls and, later, delegitimizing his election? It's a question we all should want to be answered.